So
How
Chuck,
are you today?
really good. So Chuck, you're on the road right now, driving around.
Yes, I am.
So you're getting ready for the tours coming up soon in July.
Yeah, actually, we're leaving next week for a couple shows in Europe next weekend, and yeah, we're getting ready for the July run, American Carnage.
Now you guys are going to be touring extensively, until September.
Yeah, on that trip, yeah. And then that's it. And once we get done, we'll get right back into working on the record.
So is your record that you got right now almost finished for the brand new one?
No, not yet.
Do you have a title yet for it?
No titles. That's kind of the last thing that comes after all the songs have been written. So nothing yet.
Like, what are you guys doing on your off time preparing for the tour?
Well, this last month, I actually been vacationing. I just got back from the World Cup. I was in South Africa. Paul was actually out on tour for a month touring with another band. So we're just all kind of getting together now, preparing for this tour. So everybody's kind of been busy. Eric's been at home writing music on his own. So everybody's been busy. Yeah, but I just thought to get back now. Alex actually lives on the East Coast, so he's actually out on the road doing his thing as well.
So Chuck, how hard is it to get the whole group together for, like you say, a session before, going on tour to get, up and going?
Well, it's not hard. We just plan it out. 25 years since, it doesn't take us a month to practice our songs.
Mm-hmm.
When it's time to go on tour, we know the stuff. It's just playing in one order. So we've spent about 2 weeks of rehearsals preparing. So that's pretty easy. Everybody knows 2 weeks before the tour we're probably going to be rehearsing. So it's just one of those things. Everybody just knows it.
Now, Chuck, when you guys go on tour, let's say you're going in Australia and Europe and, Canada, do you change the set list at all sometimes for different types of fans and where the popularity arise?
Actually, we did. This last trip, we actually did some shows in Europe, and it was more of a black metal crowd.
Okay.
That kind of crowd. So, some of the other material wasn't the right material that we've been playing, so we played a lot more stuff like off the Demonic record and the Gathering record, and there were some of the songs a little more harder, heavier songs like Eyes of Wrath, Legions of the Dead, songs like that are more brutal. And it felt good. It felt really good, and it was nice that we did change it up and do that. So something that came from that is like on this American Carnage, we definitely are going to put together 2 sets, set A and set B. And, some of the nights that are real close together shows in cities, we'll probably play a different set,
Mm-hmm.
to have something different.
For the Canadian Carnage tour that you guys doing in, you guys playing the Montreal Metal Fest, July 24th, you guys are going to be changing the set list there a little bit? I'm
sure we will on that one because we might get a little longer on that show. So I'm sure we're going to add some songs. So it'd be nice, and definitely we're going to add some of the harder stuff.
And of course you're playing July 26th in Halifax, Nova Scotia, first time for Testament.
Yeah, we're actually looking forward to that. The strong metal scene.
Yes, it is, and we're really looking forward to seeing Testament playing there. It's going to be excellent.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. But like I said, hopefully we're going to actually get to add some songs, so that's always good.
In your sets, do you play lots of songs from Formation of Damnation on the set list?
On this tour we are. I think the majority of the songs are actually going to be off the Formation.
Where did you guys record that album, Formation of Damnation?
We recorded it at our studio in Oakland, where we've done, I think, the last, since the Demonic record and Live in Fillmore, we mixed it there, but everything's been done there. On the Formation record, we actually went to Fantasy Records there in Berkeley, and that's where we did like Practice Sweet Creeds and Souls of Black.
Mm-hmm.
And we did the drums there. So it's kind of cool, using that studio because they were getting ready to shut down and close. So we're like, man, we got to be nice to go back to there to, before it shuts down and get the drums in there. It's just a great place.
Another thing too, you guys did a video single for it, More Than Meets the Eye. Interesting effects you guys used on that.
Well, you know, there's like a long story and history to that video. The video took so long to finish. The first time we had the first edit from the first director, we definitely didn't like it. It was definitely not what we were told we were getting. It was more, to me, it looked real cheesy, you know. And the second guy got a hold of it and was going to finish it. And in the middle of that, he came down with a testicular cancer and couldn't finish the project. So then that went on hold, and then it went to a third person. And then the third person at that point was like, okay, you know, shoot, after all these different attempts, you know, he cleaned it up and did his best he could with it. You know, I'm happy with the ending end result for where we started with and, you know, ended with. Pretty happy with it, I guess.
It's a really good looking video, really fresh in 2010-ish, you know, look, you know, of this era.
And it felt good. I mean, we haven't done a video in so long, but it wasn't what we were kind of envisioned when they described the videos, how it was going to be looking to us.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I mean, it looked good. The guy saved it. I mean, if you'd have seen the first edit, you'd have been like, holy shit.
Yeah.
You know? So.
Are you guys going to be filming any concerts?
We haven't really planned it yet, but it wouldn't be a bad idea.
To release an upcoming DVD?
Yeah, but when we do that, we want to do it on our own headlining show.
Mm-hmm.
So we might, you know, wait till we're on tour and doing some sort of headlining thing and take a night to film that.
Mm-hmm.
So on the Carnage trip, we only get probably 45 minutes, you know, and for a DVD, that's a little short.
Touring now compared to back, you know, in the 80s, how do you like it?
Well, the 80s, you know, of course, we were much younger and didn't know what was going to go on and partied harder and, you know, that was that. You know, when we're at now, I mean, shoot, we've done it for some years, that it's actually now, it's more about the performance of the show, and you know, I think we're playing better than we ever have and singing better than I have, I believe, and I think it's more focused on giving the show and sounding good instead of the party and, you know, the after show and all that. So, I don't know, in that sense, I guess, you know, our fans are at least getting to hear our songs performed to our fullest, you know. So, in that sense, I think it's good.
Well, Chuck, I appreciate you taking the time on this interview.
Hey, thank you so much, man. Forward to seeing you there in Halifax.
All right, Chuck. Thank you very much, and you have a great weekend and excellent tour.
Right, we'll see you soon, man.
And I'll see you in Halifax, okay?
All righty.
Thank you.